Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your December reading. And the guided message is really cool. It's fame and fortune. All right, that is what I kept seeing. I had to take a little bit of a break before I started your reading, and all I kept seeing was fame and fortune, and I was guided to share some amazing information. So let's take a look at the sun, moon, rising sign of Gemini. Venus. We'll look at romance at the end of the reading, along with a going beyond card. We're going to look at your challenges, your family and friends, your career. We're going to look at everything for the month of December. So starting right off in the very beginning of December, we have the Five of Swords. And this is a combative energy. And you might be feeling this because Mars is in Gemini. And you are amazing. You have this ability to connect to the universe, to the outer realms. You ride high in the airwaves. And that's what you do. You ride the waves in. And when we're in a healthy frame of mind, we just know that eventually it just kind of goes whoop, 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 and it comes down and then it goes back up. It just goes in and out, and you are aware of that. But equally, through Mars and Gemini, that's two sides of you where that negative side might be blocking you. For the majority of you, I feel you've been fighting struggles for quite some time, especially when it comes to being out there in the social world. Fame doesn't necessarily mean actor, actress, somebody who is in high authority, but it very well could. And we're going to keep going. So let's see where this goes. This is overcoming the people around you with self-sabotaging energy. The fighting. This isn't quarreling. This is actual big time arguing with other people around you, defending your honor, defending yourself, and most of all, your own inner thoughts. So this is where you have been in off and on for the last 2 to 3 months, definitely as Mars moved into your own placement. In the second week of the month, we have the Two of Swords, and this is being indecisive of whether you should even participate in the environment that you're in. If you're in a hostile environment and that is your job, that is how you make your pentacles, that's where you create your living, it will be difficult to move away from them. But even more so, if it's somebody that you love, that is where it's going to be the real challenge. So there is some indecision that is going on with the sign of Gemini. This is a decision that only you can make. And right now, in that second week, you may get in an argument with somebody around you, fighting for, getting a raise. It's the fight to get what it is that you want. And if you don't get it, or if it's too intense, you're going to be looking at, do I stay or do I go? You're going to need to use your third eye, and you're going to have to clear the emotional waters around you. We ride the waves as we go through our life here on earth, and we cleanse through the waters below. So this means you have to connect to spirit above and connect to the earth in order to be able to make this decision, which means you're going to have to turn your third eye on. You're going to see what's going on, and this is a lot of inner struggles, and some of you have been really having a hard time with depression. It's time for you to make a decision to defeat this, to conquer, and to rise above into a place of security, and that would be equated to fortune. So by the third week of the month, we're looking at the Three of Pentacles, and this is a skill set. This is creating a unit that is compatible, one that meshes with you, whether that is a person, a family member, romance, in any area of your life, whether that is finding a certification that helps you move into a new venture. Now that new venture may be a project or a hobby. It doesn't have to be an actual job, but it does have the backing to bring in money if you've been struggling with money. Overcoming this means your mind, your body, and your soul must align in order to rise into your own personal fame and fortune. The fourth week of the month, we have Justice, and this is what I'm talking about. Something big is getting ready to come in for you, and I didn't see the card, so I'm really glad it came out this way, because it was like, oh, this sounds so negative, but it's not negative. You are conquering. You are overcoming any of the struggles. If you've been having a lot of anxiety, no communication with people. You are getting ready to create balance, but you have to choose to let go of that negativity. And when you do, you're going to rise up. You are literally going to rise up and walk up a stairway that puts you in center aisle. I do feel fame and fortune is around it, particularly for those of you. You know how you guys like to joke. You got that little spunkiness in you, and you throw out a little zinger, and you giggle and you laugh. That's the trickster inside of the Gemini. And it is super fun, but it's also going to put you front and center right around third, rolling into the fourth week, definitely the end of the month. Somebody's going to see this and they're going to like that about you. If you're a comedian, you may be getting an opportunity to move forward, but we're going to look at career in just a moment. Whoever, whatever is going on, you are letting go of anything that is holding you back. You are severing ties with people that are blocking you from success, from the skills that you need, from the promotion that you need, disconnecting from a job, a person, because this is your return. This is like job well done. Job well done. This is a reward coming in to create balance and harmony again after being out of balance for so long. Now, we can go in really deep, but this is about you personally, not about legal situations, but we'll see how they come into play. One of the struggles, as you rise up, clearly the first 2 months might be a little bit hectic, okay, trying to figure out how to master everything, balance everything out. But you are going to figure it out right around that third week, and it's beautiful. So the challenges are going to be the 10 of Cups, where I feel some of you, there you go, you're going to transform that negative energy that comes from your family, from your friends. We'll look at them in a separate reading in a moment. But the challenge is the 10 of Cups. This is happy home, happy family life. Having the joy and abundance that you really want. If you toggle from it's going to happen, no it's not. It's coming, no it's not. If you toggle back and forth, it keeps us in a low vibration where you have to literally see what you want and rise above it and transform that energy. And that's what you're going to be doing. The Queen of Pentacles is a big payout. This is that beautiful moment where you have an opportunity coming in. If it's money you need, it's on the way. And it may be coming from a government entity for some of you. And those of you who are in the acting industry, you are going to be rising into a position. Somebody's going to see you while you're going through this. So if you have those negative thinkings, you're going to self-sabotage this amazing opportunity that's coming in at the end of the month. These are challenges that you're going to have to overface. The family, the people in the family who argue with you. If you're a mom, a dad, or you may be doing it with your own parents. The arguing that we do with the people that we love. As my dog, he had an itch. He has his own little bed in my office. It's very loud. The Death card is an ending to the old way of thinking, an ending to this negative cycle. And remember, the Two of Swords is very, very important. You have to detach the unseen energy. So if this was something that was said or done from, 2 decades ago, it may have everything to do with your success today. It could be blocking you from success. Where if you were to write down the word success on a board to karate chop it, and as soon as you go to hit it, you can't. You almost break your hand because you can't break through that. That is an underlying energy, the unseen cord connections that are attached to old situations. I feel some of you are going to remember some of this as we start the month of December. That melancholy thing is going to come in, wanting to be with family and then being reminded of what happened. And that is the Five of Swords, the inner self-sabotage, where you find yourself talking to no one and going from a high vibration all the way sinking down and down and down because of things that took place in the past. It's time to heal the family situations and bring in abundance. It's time to transform your life into what you truly, truly want. And the Queen of Pentacles is an obstacle. This is success. whatever your version of success is. That could be having a ton of money in the bank. That could be learning how to be a nurturing mother and have a career at the same time. Our version of success is our version of success. The Emperor is an opportunity coming in. I feel you've been dealing with a stubborn, just super stubborn side of either yourself or an actual person that's around you. You have two people who may have been holding you back, and they're the challenge that you have to overcome. These two people may be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or an Aries. A Leo may be involved in it, and I even see Pisces is attached to this reading. Whoever this person is, whoever they are, you have to overcome them, and they will be the biggest challenge. And remember, you are going to do it. There is balance, there is restoration, there is justice coming in. If you were due to be in the spotlight in a big way, whether that's on a public forum talking about what you're passionate about, your skill set, whatever it is you are meant to speak to the world about, you are going to do this. So do not allow these to block you. It's time to transfer that negative into a positive way. So let's take a look at family members, because I do feel this is a deep family type situation. There's your Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius right there with that Page of Wands. The second week we have the Nine of Wands. The third week we have the Ace of Swords. And the fourth week we have the Chariot. That's what I mean. The first 2 weeks are going to be very challenging to you, and I feel that melancholiness is going to come in, but it is very important that you take action, especially if you're dealing with an Aries, a super, super stubborn Aries. If they are in the upside down, if they are Aries in the tarot, and that character was upside down, they would be filled with arrogance. Okay, they would have this better than you kind of attitude, and that in itself could hurt your little inner child. We all have an inner child that gets tucked away inside of us because we follow the rules of society. We're told we can't do things a certain way. You can't laugh and joke about something at a specific time, but yet the trickster in you wants to do it, right? So that's the inner child, and I love Gemini for that, because you embrace your inner child. All air signs do. This is a person who is in your life that may be causing a little stir. Now, with this page comes an opportunity, an offer. That, they may be coming in going, hey, let's do something together. But equally, by the second week, you're going to see this is the person that carries that negative energy. This is the person that has the Five of Swords energy right here. Okay? So it is a family member, most definitely, and whatever they're doing, they are blocking your abundance and literally wearing you out. Where that Two of Swords underneath is saying, I have enough strength, I can go forward, but they're draining you, they're wearing you out, they're sucking your joy away. So you yourself have to be very determined to move forward, because the Nine of Wands, regardless of how tired you are, you still have enough inside of you to move forward. You are successfully moving forward in this situation with the Ace of Swords. This is a truth. It's like you saying, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. You act like a child, and we're going to do it different. We're starting from brand new because I love you. And if you don't want to, that's fine. You go your way, I'll go mine. But we're starting a brand new path, and we're going to move forward. These last 2 weeks of December are dynamic for you guys. Now, I don't feel the family member actually has any attachment to fame or fortune, but I do feel that they have enough power over you, no matter who they are, that they are holding you back from getting your dream. And remember, justice is coming in. Here is the beautiful Ace of Swords. A new beginning built on truth. A new beginning where you're riding the waves of air. And that's what we do in order to create abundance and prosperity. So it's moving forward. Your inner divine masculine and feminine is going to say, I am so done with this. Do it my way, or I am not going to play anymore. And that's really good because that's going to help you rise into this new ascending level. And that new ascending level is going to be very profound as you roll into the end of January 2023. That's communication coming in, contracts coming in, offers coming in, because you took a stand with this person, whatever zodiac sign they are. So let's look at your career because it is really highlighted here. And we have the Ace of Swords. Look at that. That's the contract. That is a new beginning in your career. We have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, the King of Swords, riding the air. We have the Eight of Pentacles, and the last card right at the end of the month is the King of Pentacles. You see, this has everything to do with your career. You may be finding yourself standing on a podium, like I said, but that podium may be in the form of a podcast, of being on maybe YouTube, starting your own business, putting yourself out there and actually standing at a wood podium, talking to people, lecturing them. And it has to do with life lessons and what you do for a living is what I'm seeing. So again, I feel comedian is really highlighted here, where you may actually get that offer right around the beginning of the month, and whoever that person is trying to stop you. If you're trying to get a project up and going, you need to draw up some documents, you're going to get that done in the beginning of the month. The third week of the month, you're going to still work really, really hard. Okay, here's the offer, here's the contract right there, the legal documentation, but the real opportunity comes in the very last week of the month. You're moving forward into something amazing. Something that can bring you security, something that will last for years to come, if not your entire lifetime. This is a project, a nonprofit organization that you may be starting that is going to last for decades. You know, you see organizations that have been around 80 years and oh my goodness, that is awesome, because it is not easy being in business for yourself. It is a lot of work. Some of you may be taking your passion of cooking and standing at a podium, standing in front of a microphone or a camera and saying, this is how you do it. You know, like you're up there on TV and showing people how to cook. This is an amazing moment for you to literally transform your career, your project, whatever you devote most of your time to that makes you feel good outside of your family, outside of your regular thing. This is where you put all your energy. Most of us put more time into our career than we do our own family, and definitely ourselves. We were taught to put ourselves last. But that's changing in our world. So this is you turning everything around. Now, we have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius here. So you may be getting an opportunity, again, that I feel is going to roll into the month of January. That would be the energy of Aquarius, and that would be the latter part of January. So the card followed my message. This document is going to start you at that time, a contract that is going to require a lot of your time, a lot of work. But with it comes the rewards. The King of Pentacles may be a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn person, but this is an organization that is built to last. This is a long-term, you know, that 80 or 100-year-old corporation that's been around so long, we just have to commend them for being able to make it through all of the changes that happen on a regular basis. Whether they feel severe or not, they're able to make it. Some of you, this may be lecturing in a bank facility. It's like training people about finances, about helping people learn how to manage their finances, putting you in the spotlight. Fame is being in the spotlight, no matter what way you look at it. But this is a beautiful way that is going to create stability, long-term prosperity that will last for years and years and years. So it's a very, very, very beautiful energy. Stay in your beautiful Gemini vibes and move right through it. Now let's take a look at romance. We're going to look at couples, and then we'll look at singles, and then I will pull a Beyond card for each and every person. Pay attention to the red flags, okay? Red flags are being sent down to you from the heavens above, from the universe, sending in these warning signs or the ghost sign. If you are in a relationship right now, there are warning signs around your partner where you may even be contemplating a divorce, severing ties with this person. The arguing may be going on severely where you're still staying inside of a relationship that your intuition is telling you to walk away from. Always follow your intuition and never allow somebody to steal your thunder away from you. You have everything in front of you. We all do if we choose to move forward. And this month, you're going to choose to move forward. And some of you are going to hire an attorney. It will go. And this justice is a finalization of a divorce. You're severing ties from anybody because of the warning signs, not because of a general tarot reading, because you already know what's going on. And it will help you move forward. Some of you are going to put it in writing and then reconfigure, redo, put in the energy to fix and repair the relationship, because this person is going to change their mind and say, you know, I'm being a booger and I'm sorry. And I could use a lot of different words right now, but I can't. Pay attention to the warning signs. They will direct you whether you should or should not make a break in a relationship that you're already in. It may not be a healthy relationship, even though there's a lot of love attached to it. The combative energy of your partner may be sabotaging you. For those of you who are looking for romance, you are single no matter what your age is, you have multiple people coming in the month. You may be going out and celebrating and having fun, doing some holiday shopping, going out in public areas, having coffee out, in a cafe that sits outside or even inside if you're in a cold area. No matter where you live, no matter what country you live in, there is potential, and you have likely 3 different people that can come by, walk by you while you're having that little beverage and just smile at you. Pay attention to the warning signs. Pay attention to whether you want to have a conversation with them. One of these 3 people is very key to your future. And the other 2 are people you probably don't want to be involved with, and they may remind you of past familiar feelings. Those familiar feelings don't mean that there is soul connection and you have to relive all of that again. The warning signs are saying you have a choice to make. You're going to make a decision, because I do feel you're going to decide. Some of you may decide, yes, I don't want any of you. But for those of you that want the relationship, you have somebody here who has been through the same type of scenario that you've been through, and they want a relationship with somebody who's willing to put the work in. Somebody who understands you don't just sit back and eat bonbons or watch, drag racing on TV. That you actually have to work at it. You have to plan time together. You have to plan trips and create the passion, especially when we're dealing with a lot in our lives. That passion can fade very, very quickly. This King of Pentacles may very well be the person you've been wanting for a long time. With the warning signs comes positive signs as well. So pay attention to what the universe is bringing you. This opportunity is like a test for you. Which one will you pick? So let's take a look at going beyond. Gemini, you might be in a position right now where you feel you have everything and none of this reading made sense. But yet we all have room for growth. There is always another notch above wherever we're at. And for you, we have the card of collective consciousness, universal energy, and the outer realms. And this card is about you connecting to air, connecting to the beautiful beings of love and light that surround you each and every day, if we allow them in. If we're dealing with negativity, we don't always see or hear them or feel their presence around us. But the unseen moves through this energy flow that we have moving in and out of us at all times. This particular energy flow is putting us in a high upward moment. So the month of December is a very important for you to tap into your higher self, tap into the higher senses, and pay attention to all the synchronicities around you. They're going to guide you into fame and fortune, whatever that means in your life. I hope you guys have an amazing December. Please thumbs up this video to share it with other Gemini. Much love and light to you all.